All right, welcome to week 5. This week gives the appearance of being a somewhat light week. We only have really a part of a chapter to read, and that's on chapter 4, civil rights or civil liberties and civil rights. But that chapter is dealing with a very complicated set of issues, and I prefer, in the context of this course, to basically just chop it up into two. This is I think the only chapter I really divide up into two parts and commit 2 weeks to dealing with. The first broad observation that needs to be made about this chapter is that both civil liberties and civil rights reflect a constitutional commitment to limited government. The notion that individuals possess a civil liberty, such as freedom of speech, or that we have a right to bear arms, or that we have a right to, be secure in our homes, that suggests that government is in a very formal way, constrained from actively censoring or suppressing the speech of individuals or of invading people's homes and taking away their guns. So a good question to study for this chapter is, first of all, what's the difference between a civil liberty and a civil right? The problem with the proposition that citizens have constitutional rights upon which government may not infringe is that one person's presumed right may collide with other people's rights. An example I've used elsewhere illustrates this problem. Does a bakery owner whose shop specializes in wedding cakes have a right to refuse to serve a gay couple who want to order a cake to celebrate their wedding? Does the bakery owner's religious convictions, if provided that they're making that kind of an argument, provide him or her with a right to discriminate against gay people, to say, I'm going to serve all these other straight people because they conform to my religious sensibilities, but I'm not going to I'm not going to bake a cake for yours and use my art to decorate this cake for you because your life decisions offend me. The same with pharmacists. Do they have a right to refuse to fill a prescription for birth control, or for that matter, for a morning after pill? These are not issues, and courts frequently are compelled to, use balancing tests in adjudicating these kinds of conflicts. So civil liberties are constraints that we put on the exercise of the government's power over individuals. Civil rights, which we'll deal with next week, are claims on the part of groups of people that the government has in fact already behaved in a discriminatory manner, and I'll deal with more of that next week. And I'll have more to say about these issues in the forum, and I'll have additional instructions on the writing assignment, if I have any other assignments. So for now, again, this is a short week, but let's be sure we're staying on top of the forum and the quizzes and doing all the other stuff that we need to do. Let's have a great week.